Oh. Welcome to part 2. If you missed part 1, go back and check it out before you watch this one. We'll explain all about how the Play It Forward box, still out of breath, arrived in Essex. Big thank you to Stuart, Generation Pixel, for getting it here safe and sound. So this video, I'm going to go through what I'm taking out the box, and also at the end I'm going to tell you where it's heading next. Hang around. Right, I've finally got my breath back. I've had a glug of water in my chair. I'm surrounded by goodies, so some of the items I've taken from the box. And yeah, the box is so heavy. And even though I've taken some bits out, I've obviously put things back in, so it's now full to the brim and as heavy, if not heavier, than it was before. So it could be an interesting one for the next part of the journey, which we'll come on to at the end of this video. So let's go through the items. The first item is kind of, it was customary for the person that sends on the box to the next person to include something that's kind of specific to them. So Stuart, Generation Pixel, had the box before I did, and the top man that he is, the dude, has sent me through this. So Master of the Universe annual, obviously, like, you know, vintage from back in the day, pretty nice condition. What I love about it is that most of the pictures are of the actual original toys, so you could argue it's a bit of a marketing ploy to get people, or get kids, to take a look, have a read, and then pester their mums, dads, grands, whoever, for some of these toys back in the day. But for me as a collector, looking back, and I've got some of these figures, it's really nice, but there's a lot that I don't have, and a few things that kind of trigger some memories. I was having a look through, here we go. I'm sure I had that, the attack track, as a kid. God knows what happened to that. Pretty sure I had that. So yeah, I'm gonna have a nice read through that with a cup of tea. Yeah, great stuff. Sticking with the Master of the Universe theme, the next item I took from the box is some Funko. So it's Funko vinyl, as you can see, and it's not quite He-Man and Battle Cat, it's their more day-to-day forms, Prince Adam and Cringer. Again, really nice, yeah, packaging, detailing. Yeah, gonna have to have a bit of a reshuffle on the shelves to get this one up there, but it's yeah, lovely. The box was full of, and there must have been hundreds, probably isn't an exaggeration, but loads of stickers, just rammed in all over the box. And so I picked a few. Marvel, Spider-Man has always been my fave, so I had to take out some Spider-Man stickers in various poses, a few little comedy poses, arty-farty poses, but I love that, which is really cool. Yeah, Bruce Banner, Incredible Hulk, and this enemy used to scare the bejesus out of me back in the day, so Dr. Doom, Victor Von Doom. I had him in a pack of Marvel trump cards, and whenever he popped up, just, yeah, I did not like coming across that card, albeit he had obviously some top evil powers. But yeah, it's a bit of a love-hate thing with this guy. And this is probably more for my son than for me. He loves Batman, and some really nice kind of Batman stickers. So you can't go wrong with stickers. Next up, if you like your McDonald's, you might like your Happy Meals. So this is a Yoshi, obviously, from one of the back in the day Happy Meals. And I wouldn't say I kind of collect or go after these in a big style, but if I do come across them, I tend to grab them. And I mean, Yoshi for me, going back to you know, Super Mario World, SNES, tongue sticking out, grabbing the enemies. Yeah, some nice kind of nostalgia memories for me on him. PlayStation 1 controller. So I have got a PlayStation. I have got the PlayStation 1 controller, but mine is absolutely kind of knackered, and so knackered to the point that I probably should have thrown it away weeks, if not years ago. And it's, to be honest, haven't got around to getting a new one, so seeing this it's just, yeah, fantastic. So I kind of grabbed this, and now it's a good opportunity to plug the PlayStation back in, dig out some of those old games, and perhaps even look for some new ones. It's probably not a part of my collection that I've kind of been growing in any sense, certainly not for the last couple of years. So this is really cool. It's in lovely condition as well. So I'm chuffed with that. Trying to make a bit of space. I thought I had this, but I didn't. It's a DVD and it's Trainspotting, but in a really nice plastic case. Probably going to be a bugger. No, a bit of a bugger to open. But yeah, very nice. Absolutely love this film and the soundtrack. Obviously Danny Boyle film. But yeah, I was trying to think the soundtracks like Iggy Pop, Pulp, Underworld, some cracking tunes, and some interesting characters, particularly Robert Carlyle, Begbie, bit of an evil shit. Is probably the best way to describe that one. But yeah, cracking film. Look forward to watching that again. Not stickers this time, but cards. So this is Kid Icarus. It's a pre-order pack. I think it's got 24 cards in there. It's part of the. I did dig it out earlier. You can just collect them in isolation. They're like Panini cards. But even more interestingly, you can play it with the 3DS game. Kid Icarus, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Hopefully I am. It's got like augmented reality. So you lay the cards out with the camera, and then up pops, your character. Up pops the enemy. And you have a bit of a ruckus. I've got a complete kind of collection, but I've got like the holder which you put your console on, which is pretty cool. So yeah, to have that in there was lovely to come across. So really pleased with that. From 3DS to DS, as you can probably see behind me and down there, and I was to kind of zoom out a bit, pan out a bit. There's even more games up there, but I do not have this one. Big Bang Mini for the DS, obviously a bit of a puzzle game. I've never come across it, I've never played it, so pleased to add it to the collection and look forward to giving it a go. Right, next up, and he did kind of be featured in part 1 of this video, a couple of Mega Drive games. So believe it or not, back in the day I most certainly had Sonic 1, I played Sonic 2, but I have neither of these at the moment, or now I do because I've taken them from the box. Obviously Sonic 2 is loose. Sonic complete, a little bit of wear, but I'm in it for the nostalgia. I'm in it for the game. I'm not going to get too OCD on that. So really chuffed to have those two items. Going back from 16-bit to 8-bit. Certainly for this one anyway, Operation Wolf. So I played it, I had it back in the day, but on the Spectrum. Pretty sure the 48K, so it was all kind of yellow and green and a bit of black. So yeah, chuffed to get that in. And to be honest, it may prompt me. Not long ago, I did get another CRT, but I now need a light gun so I can enjoy this bad boy, because I suspect that playing it through the controller isn't going to be the best way to do it. But yeah, nice little loose cart that. And then jumping up a couple of generations and flipping to Nintendo, Formula 1 World Grand Prix. Again, I do like a racing game, haven't played this one, and yeah, an excuse to get the N64 out, so I'll give that a 12. And I think we're now at the final item, which is custom made, and yeah, it's a 3D printed Evercade case, where again I did get the handheld out, so it kind of sits like that. Just a couple of slots at the back for your cartridges. So awesome stuff. So yeah guys, that's what I took from the box. So as you've just seen, I've taken a few items out of the box, but don't worry, I've completely replenished it, so there's probably even more stuff than there was in the first place, if that's possible. Weighs a ton, I can barely sellotape it down. So that, combined with the fact that Postman Pat friggin' hates me at the moment, so I can't use the good old raw mail, I'm going to have to get off my arse, get in the car, meet the next person to physically hand the box over. So that kind of begs the question, who is the next person? And cheekily, perhaps I left some Easter eggs in the last video around their identity. Some pretty bloody obvious, others completely bloody random. But yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of time up in the loft. That's one hint. This person likes health and fitness, barbarian. So yeah, the next lucky recipient is going to be Roger Retro Gamer, a guy that, yeah, I've loved his channel for quite some time. Real great humour, amazing kind of collection. Loves his Vimto, pretty cool. Yeah, his gaming memories series has just been like phenomenal. I can almost like reimagine some of the places he visited and where he got his games from and some of his experience. So yeah, couldn't think of a more worthy person to hand the Play It Forward box over to, and really looking forward to meeting him. Exchanged a couple of messages, so the next few weeks we'll meet up, and then I'll get rid of this rather heavy box. So yeah, that's it. I think just a couple of thank yous before kind of closing out. So yeah, big thank you to Stuart, Generation Pixel, for getting the box safely to me. Thanks a million, mate. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that He-Man annual. Just brilliant, just absolutely fantastic. And also to FeedMeChicken, who was pretty much the star of the last video. Clucking great performance. Again, amazing channel. Love his humour. Sure most of you subscribe to him already, but if you don't, then why the heck not? Get on the case. I'll leave details and links galore in the description to this one. So yeah, love you and leave you. It's been a pleasure. See you on the next one. Cheers.